The sun's back out. This is nice after 2 days of kind of cloudy and misty, but certainly green things up. Look at this tree. Beautiful. Anyways, we're going to the shop. Okay, a couple of updates. We'll start with the fact that a gentleman showed up with a 03 540 M-Tech, 31,000 miles. He's the original owner. It was a beautiful car, titanium with a black interior. And he bought the windshield, the rear windshield, out of the carbon car, and a piece of door trim, and some window trim, and some other stuffs. Then I got to work on pulling this axle out of this carrier. I put the gear puller on it and attempted to go by hand, and that actually washed out the threads. I'll show you right here. I don't know what you call this piece, but this got easier and easier to turn, and I thought, oh good, it's sliding out. Nope, it just crunched the threads right out of there. So the gear puller set that we bought, it's Harbor Freight. You can't expect it to last forever. It's just pretty cheap stuff. It was a 4-piece set, and I've killed all but one of them with washed out threads. The only one that still works is this one, which is not usable for removing an axle from a carrier. So I don't really know what to do. It seems that it's welded in there. I sprayed a bunch of PB Blaster down there. I'll probably try buying a higher quality gear puller set and going at it with that, but it's really hard to hold this whole thing still when you're cranking on it, especially with the big breaker bar. Really, I need about a 4-foot piece of pipe on that, and then I need this bolted into something that weighs as much as the Titanic so it doesn't move. But that's a headache. Then I got to work on Nate's engine. It needs to get to the machine shop, which is right down the hill. So I took the block, per his instructions, off of the engine stand, put it in here on some shop towels, reinstalled the main bearing caps and main bearing bolts ×5, and then the connecting rod caps and bolts ×8. So all of those are on the right cylinder. I don't know, like the bolts might be left and right, but it shouldn't matter. They're all the same bolts and threads. But the caps are installed correctly. I didn't torque anything. It's just down there and finger tight. So there's the block. It's going to the machine shop to get cleaned up. Then the heads are in here. I imagine that you're doing valve seals on here, and kind of what I did. I just had the heads cleaned, check everything. They're in here on shop towels, as well as the oil rails ×2 per bank. That's going to be trip 1, I think. If I can get both heads in the block in the first run, that's great. Then I come back. This is the new crank from Jeff. Upper timing covers, lower timing cover, upper and lower oil pans. I imagine you're just going to have them clean that stuff. And then the old crank is here. And this is the bad journal. You can totally feel a difference in height, really just at this apex here. The rest of them are fine, but I like your idea of turning it into a lamp. That would be very cool. Just don't knock the lamp over because it'll go through the floor. Okay, here we go with trip 1. We got the block and both heads in the car, thanks to split fold seats. There's the other titanium car.
Everything stays the same. I just can't do it, babe. What will it take to make you come back?
He's flooring it too.
All the squirrels are screaming.
Yeah, it's got 70 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. Hi.
Look at my bag.
Megan got a new bag. It's a beach bag
It's
with a
beach
pineapple
bag.
on it. The sun is setting, and it is beautiful. Seagrove Park in Del Mar. The flowers going. Grass is green. It's May Day. May 1st, 2019. That's for you, Joe. It's a Boxster GTS, it said. I think somebody glued a bunch of stickers on the back end of that thing.
Gone.
Boy, is that fast. Just like that, the sun is gone.
Look at those flowers.
It's very pretty.